ready for some football. It's the Buccaneers and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Breaks through the contact. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Harrington. And his throw is incomplete. The Bucs sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go with Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, How do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here's Cunningham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Off play action. Harrington. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bucs continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And the hook up to Brown. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little.
There he goes, right side. Still on his feet. How did he stay on his feet? Still moving. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Bucs now. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's completed right side to Palmer. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to air it out again. This will be caught by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Shotgun now from Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, Harrington. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Harrington. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Seahawks trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harrington. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Inside the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another run with Mitchell.
Gets past, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Go, check, go, check. Ready?
Off the play fake. Harrington. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Quez Watkins.
38 yards.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here's Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now Murray. And now here's another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really... And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got this downfield to McBride. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. It's just called, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one. Certainly was, and I think both